Hello students, welcome to Saraswat classes, and this is Dr. Sakar over here. And we are going to discuss today the CSR NET paper held on 26th of November 2020, section B, and inorganic and organic part will be discussed as I have been doing. So here, the first question that was asked was relating to outer sphere mechanism, okay, in which for a given reaction, say cobalt over here is labeled. This is the asterisk that is what is going to indicate. L is your ligand and N is the number of ligands. 2 is the oxidation state. Cobalt, which is not labeled. L is the ligand. N is the number of ligands. 3 is the oxidation state. Labeled cobalt going from 2 to +3 oxidation state. The cobalt that is not labeled is going from +3 to +2 oxidation state. Okay. Question is the correct statement with respect to the rate of the electron transfer when O-Phen is phenanthroline, which is a bidentate ligand, cobalt labeled, asterisk indicates labeled cobalt. Options are fast electron transfer, N is 3, N equal to 6 because it is a monodentate ligand. Cobalt having a coordination number 6, slow electron transfer when O-Phen is used, obviously this is going to be 3. Very slow electron transfer when N is 3, N equal to 6, very slow electron transfer, N equal to phenanthroline, N equal to 3. Now, to summarize outer sphere mechanism, the factors on which it depends, we will say pi acceptor ligands, okay? Then we have the electron from where it is lost, principal quantum number. And at last we will say pi to pi star transition, that is the electron transition, will be faster than pi to sigma star and sigma to sigma star, okay? That is the energy difference. We already know that pi to pi star energy gap is low than pi to sigma star, and then sigma to sigma star is very high. Now, question is directly from Hui, Housecraft, Atkins, whichever book you want to consult, you can consult. This portion I have taken from, obviously, Hui, in which the thing is that coupling to take place, okay, that is the electron transfer to take place, coupling of the vibrational and electronic levels should occur. Here, the vibrational and electronic levels can be represented as a potential well, and more they interact with each other using Frank-Condon principle, right? Then stronger the interaction, the electron transfer will take place easily. But for this electron transfer to take place easily, cobalt nitrogen bond length has to be taken into account. Now, if the cobalt nitrogen bond length changes, okay, with drastically, then I would say that the electron transfer will be less, occurring at a less rate. So cobalt nitrogen, when cobalt is 3, it is 1.965 angstrom. Cobalt 2, it is going to be 2.114 angstrom. We will see this in a diagrammatic representation in the next slide. If you see the difference, it is around 0.178 angstrom. So this is quite a huge difference. So because of this elongation of CO bond, which will take place when 3 goes to 2, compression, which will take place when 2 goes to 3, the rate is going to be slow, which is 10 to the minus 6 per mole per second. Now, whenever using a pi system like O-Phen, then the electron passage will take place easily. Why so? We will say because there is a tunneling taking place. Now, if you look at the NH3, it has no non-bonding pair of electrons or low-lying anti-bonding molecular orbitals. But for orthophenanthroline, because it is a pi electron system, we will say there is a pi star orbital available for tunneling to take place. Okay. Obviously, this, as I already mentioned, again, I've taken this from Hui, not from Hui, but from Atkins. And here there is this discussion over this spin state. Besides that, if you look at these diagrams, cobalt 3, you look at the bond lengths. This is short. Here it is long. Okay. One might miss it when one is studying such a book. So for cobalt 2, the bond lengths are bigger. For cobalt 3, bond lengths are shorter. Now they are elevating themselves. There is a match between the or overlap between the electronic levels. So they're excited. So this is represented as star. All right. Now you can see both the bond lengths are almost similar, isn't it? See, they're almost similar. All right. Now electron transfer takes place. So what is the situation? This is cobalt 2, so high spin. This is cobalt 3, so low spin. So this is the high spin electronic configuration. T2G5 Eg2. For low spin, it is T2G6 Eg0. Electron transfer takes place, say in this step. Then what happens? Cobalt that was 2 is going to cobalt 3, and still it is in the high spin. Cobalt that was low spin, that is 3, is going to 2, it is still low spin. So over here, the spin has to change because cobalt 3 has to be low spin and cobalt 2 has to be high spin. Okay. So the activation energy for the self-exchange reactions, therefore, has contributions from both changes in the bond length and the changes in the spin states. That is an important fact. In such cases, the activation energy is high and the rate of the electron transfer is low. So we know why the rate is low now. Okay, because of the spin state change, it would need some amount of extra activation energy. Now from here, the electron transfer has taken place, bond lengths are still equal. Okay, and as you see, it goes to 3, bond lengths shrink. It goes to 2, bond lengths elongate. Again, the rate has been given over here. However, whenever we are dealing with systems like Fen, that is orthophenyltoluene, it is much faster. And as I mentioned before, that here the tunneling is taking place. Okay, so I hope that clarifies the query that you had over this question. And thanks for listening. For the next question, here it was asked, choose the correct order of energy of 2 sigma G, which is Gired, 1 pi ungired. Okay, so for pi, ungired is bonding. For a sigma, Gired is also bonding. Molecular orbitals for B2, C2, and O2. Now, B2, C2, there the MO is not symmetrical one because of spin. What will happen that this sigma 2G should have come below, but it has gone up, and the pi 1G has come below because of mixing. Okay, but if you look at the oxygen, then you see a symmetrical MO diagram in which we will only be considering this part where the sigma is lying below and the pi is lying above pi 1G. So what we can say from here, that should we say sigma 2G greater than 1 pi G for all three? No, because 2 are unsymmetrical and 1 is symmetrical MO. Sigma 2G is greater than 1 pi U. Yes, for B2 and C2 only. That is true, because B2 and C2 are having the same molecular orbital diagram. Okay, I hope that clarifies this question too also. And welcome to Saraswat classes. Thanks for listening.